What is up, tech fans, and welcome back to Qualcomm Pulse. The pace of innovation never stops, and you know we're here to keep you on the cutting edge with the absolute latest. Get ready, because the tech world is buzzing with some seriously game-changing updates that you will not want to miss. We've got a story that's got gamers talking, a massive leap in computing power that's pushing boundaries, and some exciting new chips hitting the market. Stick around, because this is the pulse of what's happening now. Let's dive in. CPU catastrophe. One gamer's nightmare is unfolding with a reported double CPU fry on a popular gaming chip, and the culprit might be closer than you think. We're talking about a motherboard that's allegedly taken out not one, but two of the top-tier gaming processors out there. What went wrong, and could this affect your rig? We've got the details you need to know. AI arms race heats up. Get ready for some mind-blowing numbers as AMD unveils its colossal 128 GPU rack, promising unprecedented processing power. We're talking exaflops and a serious challenge to the competition. How does this massive setup stack up against the best? And what does it mean for the future of AI and high-performance computing? You won't believe the specs. New chips on the block. The Ryzen family is expanding. Two new CPUs have just been spotted, hinting at fresh options for gamers and creators. What are these new processors? What can we expect from their performance? And when can you get your hands on them? We're breaking down the leaks. Pro power revealed. Beyond the consumer market, AMD is also gearing up to launch new processors aimed squarely at the business and professional sectors. These unreleased chips are starting to surface, and we're getting a glimpse of what they offer for demanding workloads. Is this the next big thing for enterprise computing? We've got the intel. Don't miss a single second of this tech-packed episode. Hit that like button, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get started. A motherboard's deadly duo, two high-end CPUs reportedly fried. This is a story that sent shockwaves through the PC building community. Imagine buying the absolute best gaming CPU, only for it to fail. Then, after getting a replacement, the same thing happens again with the very same motherboard. That's precisely the nightmare scenario one gamer has reported, claiming an ASRock motherboard has now destroyed two AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D processors. The Ryzen 7 9800X3D is currently the king of gaming CPUs, topping many enthusiast charts, so this news is particularly concerning for anyone using this powerhouse chip. The gamer, identified as user RedYourDead on the r/ASRock subreddit, initially experienced a failure with the first 9800X3D, while their ASRock B850i Lightning Wi-Fi motherboard was running a factory default BIOS. Astonishingly, after receiving a replacement CPU from AMD, the same fate befell the second chip. This time, however, the motherboard was supposedly running BIOS version 3.25, an update that ASRock engineers believed had specifically addressed the issue with optimized PBO settings. Precision Boost Override, or PBO, is a crucial feature for Ryzen CPUs, dynamically adjusting voltage and clock speeds to maximize performance. According to off-the-record comments from ASRock engineers at Computex 2025, the problem stemmed from too aggressive, default power settings for the new Ryzen 9000 series CPUs. They indicated that changes were made to shadow voltages, hidden voltage settings, to align the electric design current and thermal design current limits with AMD's specifications, a fix intended to be delivered through BIOS updates like version 3.25. However, RedYourDead's experience suggests this fix may not have been entirely successful, or at least not in their specific case. A significant factor to consider is that the same motherboard was used for both CPU failures. This raises the possibility that the motherboard itself may have sustained underlying damage from the first incident, which could be the true cause of the second CPU's demise, irrespective of the BIOS update. Without an official statement from ASRock or AMD, the exact cause remains speculative. For users of the Ryzen 7 9800X3D with ASRock motherboards, the recommendation is clear. Ensure your BIOS is updated to the latest version available. This saga has the gaming world on edge, with many questioning the reliability of certain hardware configurations. Now, let's shift gears to a different kind of power, one that's shaping the future of artificial intelligence and high-performance computing. AMD's massive AI powerhouse, 128 GPUs, 2.4 exaflops on the horizon. Prepare to be amazed as AMD pulls back the curtain on its ambitious future in the high-performance computing and AI space. At the recent Hot Chips 2025 event, AMD provided a deeper dive into its CDNA4 architecture, the engine behind its new Instinct MI350 series, and showcased how these powerful accelerators scale from individual nodes to entire racks. The MI350 series platforms are designed for maximum efficiency and performance, integrating 5th-gen EPYC CPUs, MI350 GPUs, and AMD's own Pollara NICs within OCP standard designs, all supported by UEC networking. Bandwidth is delivered through their cutting-edge Infinity Fabric, reaching an impressive 1075 GbS. The crown jewel of this reveal is the MI355X DLC ORV3 rack. This system is a true behemoth, packing 128 MI350X GPUs into a 2.0 enclosure, boasting a staggering 36 TB of HBM3E memory. Its peak throughput is projected to hit an astonishing 2.6 exaflops at FP4 precision. For context, an exaflop represents a quintillion floating point operations per second, highlighting the sheer computational might of this setup. Complementing this is a slightly smaller 96 GPU EIA version with 27 TB of HBM3E memory. AMD also detailed node-level designs, offering flexibility with both air-cooled and liquid-cooled systems. An 8-GPU MI350X platform can achieve 73.8 petaflops at FP8 precision, while the more densely packed, liquid-cooled MI355X platform reaches 80.5 petaflops FP8. Looking further ahead, AMD confirmed its roadmap. With the MI325X launched in 2024, the MI350 family arriving in early 2025, and the next-generation Instinct MI400 slated for a 2026 debut. The MI400 is expected to deliver up to 40 petaflops at FP4, 20 petaflops at FP8, feature 432 GB of HBM4 memory, and offer a colossal 19.6 TbS bandwidth, with scale-out speeds of 300 GbS per GPU. AMD emphasizes that the performance gains from the MI300 series to the MI400 are accelerated leaps, not just incremental improvements. Naturally, the conversation inevitably turns to NVIDIA, AMD's primary competitor in this arena. NVIDIA is gearing up for its Vera Rubin architecture, expected around 2026-2027. The NVL144 system, planned for the latter half of next year, is reportedly rated for 3.6 exaflops at FP4 inference and 1.2 exaflops at FP8 training, featuring 13 TbS of HBM4 bandwidth and 75 TB of fast memory. NVIDIA's roadmap extends to late 2027 with the Rubin Ultra NVL576 system, aiming for an incredible 15 exaflops at FP4 inference and 5 exaflops at FP8 training, supported by massive amounts of HBM4E memory and extensive interconnects. While direct comparisons between AMD's current offerings and NVIDIA's future roadmap are complex, it provides a fascinating glimpse into the intense competition and rapid advancements driving the future of AI infrastructure. This is a clear sign that the AI arms race is heating up, with both companies pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But AMD isn't just focusing on massive data centers, they're also refreshing their popular CPU lineup for consumers. AMD's Ryzen lineup expands, 2 new CPUs spotted online. Exciting news for AMD enthusiasts. It appears the company is set to bolster its current generation Ryzen processor lineup with the imminent arrival of 2 new CPUs. Recently spotted on an online retailer's listing, the AMD Ryzen 5 9500F and Ryzen 7 9700F are processors that seem poised to launch in the coming weeks or months, offering new options for the AM5 platform. Both of these are identified as Granite Ridge CPUs, meaning they are designed for the popular AM5 socket and will be compatible with existing AM5 motherboards, simplifying potential upgrades for many users. While AMD has not yet officially confirmed these models or their full specifications, some details have surfaced through these retail listings, giving us a preview of what to expect. According to the information available, the Ryzen 5 9500F is anticipated to feature a configuration of 6 cores and 12 threads, capable of reaching a maximum clock speed of 5 GHz. It is also expected to come with 38 MB of cache and maintain a 65W thermal design power, TDP, a common and efficient power envelope for modern processors. Turning to the Ryzen 7 9700F, the listing indicates it will be an 8-core, 12-thread processor, also with a 65W TDP. Notably, both of these processors carry the F designation, which traditionally signifies that they will not include integrated graphics. This means users will need a discrete graphics card to utilize these CPUs, a common practice for gamers and performance-oriented users who typically pair their CPUs with dedicated GPUs anyway. Pricing details remain somewhat speculative at this stage. The online retailer shop BLT has listed the AMD Ryzen 5 9500F with a price tag of $217, while the Ryzen 7 9700F is listed at $294. However, it's crucial to remember that these are unofficial listings, and prices can fluctuate significantly before an official launch. The market is dynamic, and AMD often adjusts pricing based on various factors. Therefore, these figures should be treated with caution until official confirmation. It's important to reiterate that without official confirmation from AMD, these specifications and pricing should be taken with a grain of salt. AMD currently has no scheduled events to announce these new processors, so we'll have to wait for an official word to get the definitive details. These listings suggest AMD is preparing to offer more choices for gamers and creators looking to build or upgrade their AM5 systems. But the company isn't stopping at consumer chips. They're also preparing to unveil new processors for the professional and business markets. AMD's Pro lineup surfaces new Ryzen Zen 5 chips for business and consumers. Further details are emerging regarding AMD's upcoming processor releases, with new listings revealing both consumer-focused and professional-grade Zen 5 chips. Hardware leaker Momomo has brought to light US retailer listings that showcase several unreleased AMD Ryzen processors. Among these are the Ryzen 7 9700F and Ryzen 5 9500F, which, as previously noted, lack integrated graphics and are clearly targeted at the consumer market. These are expected to be significant additions to AMD's mainstream offerings. Alongside these, the listings also include the Ryzen 9 Pro 9945, Ryzen 7 Pro 9745, and Ryzen 5 Pro 9645. These Pro variants are specifically designed for business and enterprise environments, indicating AMD's commitment to providing robust solutions for professional workloads. Examining the pricing and specifications, the retailer Bottom Line Telecommunications, BTL, has listed the Ryzen 7 9700F at $294.14. This positions it slightly below the current market price of the Ryzen 7 9700X, which typically sells for around $329. Both the 9700F and 9700X feature an 8-core, 16-thread configuration, but the 9700X generally boasts higher clock speeds and includes integrated graphics, making the 9700F a potentially more budget-friendly option for those who don't need the iGPU. For the Ryzen 5 9500F, BTL has it listed at $217.84. This price point is interesting when compared to the Ryzen 5 9600X, which is currently priced around $197. Given that AMD introduced the Ryzen 5 7500F at $179, a sub-$200 price for the Ryzen 5 9500F might seem more plausible, suggesting the $217.84 listing could be provisional. The table of listed processors further illuminates AMD's strategy. The Ryzen 9 Pro 9945 is listed at $551.89, the Ryzen 7 Pro 9745 at $453.05, and the Ryzen 5 Pro 9645 at $348.74. These prices are consistent with the higher cost typically associated with professional-grade CPUs, which often include enhanced security features, better manageability, and extended product life cycles compared to their consumer counterparts. The Ryzen 9 Pro 9945, with its potential $551.89 price tag, would be positioned above the current flagship consumer chip, the Ryzen 9 9950X, $519.99, which features 16 cores. These listings strongly suggest that AMD is preparing for an official launch of these new Ryzen processors, completing its Zen 5 product stack. As always, it's wise to approach such early listings with caution, as specifications and pricing can change before an official announcement. These new Pro chips indicate AMD is serious about capturing more of the lucrative business and workstation market. Stay tuned to Qualcomm Pulse for the official announcements and our in-depth reviews of these exciting new processors. And that's a wrap on another electrifying episode of Qualcomm Pulse. We saw a gamer facing a double CPU failure with their ASRock motherboard, and AMD Ryzen 7 9800X 3D AMD is pushing AI boundaries with its massive 128 GPU MI355X rack, promising exaflops of power. Plus, two new AMD Ryzen CPUs, the 9500F and 9700F, have been spotted, hinting at upcoming releases, alongside new Pro variants for the business sector. Don't miss out on any future tech breakthroughs. Smash that like button, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse for your daily dose of innovation, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you're always the first to know. Follow us on all our social channels for more exclusive content and join the conversation. Until next time, stay charged.